It worked. Hello, my small business peoples. So like I said, I was slacking on my YouTube, but I'm not slacking anymore. Today I'm going to talk about how I started my business, 2 businesses, just the legal things. We're only going to talk about legal things today, okay? I started my business in the beginning of the pandemic, COVID-19, just in case we end up having another pandemic, knock on wood. But I started my business in the beginning of the COVID pandemic, and I got the stimulus check, and I started my business with the $1,200 stimulus check. I didn't use like my own personal money, or I guess that's my own personal money, but that's what I started my business with. You can definitely start your business with less money than that. However, I wanted more inventory, which is why I used more money. And then I also wanted to mention that I doubled my salary from my normal job that I was working at the time to, when I started my business. So yeah, work hard, play hard. Disclaimer, I am not a tax professional. I am not a financial advisor. This is just what worked for me. This is what I did. I'm just hoping it can kind of help you. Each state and each county is different as far as legal stuff. So I'm just gonna talk about what I had to do. I'm in Texas and I'm in Tarrant County. You can easily look up your county and state's regulations and all that stuff on Google. Watch a couple of YouTube videos. Maybe if say you're in Hawaii, maybe watch someone else who look up someone else who why am I talking like that? Look up someone else who has started a business in Hawaii. They might have some better things, but I mean, if it's pretty similar to what I have here, you can just, guys, girl. The first thing I needed was a DBA, which is also known as doing business as or an assumed name. I had to pay $24 for it, and it lasts 10 years. So the example would be mine is Muyaya. You want to make sure that it is not already taken by someone else and that it is not trademarked. The next thing I needed was an EIN, which is an employer identification number. It's basically like a social security number, except it's for your business. For me, that was free. And the DBA and the EIN, you're going to need both of those to open up a business checking account, and you're going to want a business checking account so that you keep your money separate from each other. The next thing I needed to get was a sales and use tax permit. This just allows me to collect taxes in Texas and to be able to buy from wholesale places or to buy at wholesale pricing. For example, some of the clothes that I bought from a wholesaler, and you wouldn't be able to make an account with them unless you had a sales and use tax permit. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. But you wouldn't be able to purchase from them unless you have one of those. You basically get to buy things at a cheaper price or at the cheapest price. If you didn't have a sales and use tax permit, you're basically buying at their retail price. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? A little side note, the sales and use tax permit is also called a seller's permit from what I know in California. I don't know what other states call it a seller's permit, but yeah, if you're in California and you're watching this, that's what it's called. So as far as LLC, I did not get that for my first business, which is Muyaya.com, but I did get one for nailcandybox.com. It's $300. You don't have to renew it or anything. That protects you if, say, you get sued. It protects your personal assets from your business assets. So say you don't have the money to pay off or to pay whoever's suing you from your business account, they won't come after your personal stuff too if you have an LLC. But if you don't have an LLC, then they also come after your personal things. You can easily just make sure you're not using trademarked names, logos, stuff like that. definitely get an LLC if your business does grow a lot bigger, because you never know what could happen. Always do your research before naming items, before using different pictures that aren't yours, that you personally took for your business. Just be careful, okay? Be careful out there if you're not going to have an LLC. But yeah, that's basically all it does, is it protects your personal assets from your business assets if you get sued. Anywhoosie, thank you for watching. Next week I will be uploading a video on the things that I bought, as far as you know, printers or accessories for your shop. That I'm trying to think, what would I call it? What would you call it? What would you call it? I don't know. Equipment, office equipment, stuff like that. I will be making a video on that and the website that I use. So stay tuned. Goodbye.